Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Or if this is your first time watching me, welcome to the channel and welcome to the Black Friday Cyber Monday strategy workshop. Okay. Sorry for the shitty quality. If this is shitty quality, we're trapping off the trap top today. All right. So I'm back home. That's why I'm back home in my hometown. Usually I'm not. Usually I'm away. So I only have my laptop here. So we're trapping off the trap top. But the information is still good. You can still get the most out of this. Okay. I'm just going to go over what and how you should be thinking for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. If you don't know, this is the biggest time of the year for brands. And if you're an agency that works closely with these brands, like I do and like many other people do, then this is going to be the biggest year for you as well for your agency. So it's important that we kind of dial in these systems, dial in these kind of frameworks and things like that to get the most out of this time period. Okay. And it's a short time period, but you can really double your revenue off of this event. Okay, so today's November 25th at the time of this recording, and let's just get into it. So, before we kind of move on, it's important to understand what is ESMA, right? What is this business model that I'm talking about, and what is ESMA? Well, put simply, ESMA is where you run a local businesses or e-com businesses email and SMS marketing. This can range from things like email campaigns, automated flows, SMS broadcast campaigns, SMS automations, segmentation systems, list growth funnels, and deliverability. Okay, and maximizing that deliverability. So those are just a couple things that go into ESMA. Why should I even care? Okay, like that might be a question that you have. Why should I even care about ESMA as opposed to other business models like day trading, freelance brand scaling, drop shipping, SaaS, whatever, the list goes on, right? Because ESMA is the only online business where your income is tied directly to trackable revenue, not luck, like in drop shipping, how you need to be lucky in order to go organic and for your product to pop off. Trends, right? Again, with drop shipping and even with freelance brand scaling, like you need to capitalize on some of these trends. You need to capitalize on the social media game or algorithms. And with day trading, it's the same thing, right? Like it's trackable, but you're at the mercy of whatever, right? So unlike day trading, where you're risking a lot of money, hoping a market maker doesn't rinse you, that's where I was going with that. In day trading, market makers can fuck you. The people in the market can fuck you. Or drop shipping, where your margins get eaten alive by ads and shipping, or freelance brand scaling, where you're at the mercy of Meta, TikTok, and you're constantly replacing creatives. ESMA runs on the most predictable channel in e-commerce. Owned audiences. We own the list. Okay? ESMA, you own the list. You're not at the mercy of anything. Mark Zuckerberg can't come in and take that away from you. There's no inventory to buy, no ad spend to gamble, no viral content needed. You plug in flows, segmentation, and SMS automations that reliably generate revenue every single month. And clients can literally see the money you made them inside of Klaviyo. This is also really nice that Klaviyo kind of does that for you. It shows you how much revenue email specifically is generated. And there you go. You can take your percentage. That's why ESMA scales cleaner, faster, and safer than any other model. It's low risk, high margin, and built on skills that compound in value instead of dying with the next algorithm change, kind of like I mentioned earlier. So, with that being said, with that knowledge about the business model, it's time to learn more about how you can capitalize on the most lucrative time of the year, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. In this workshop, you're going to learn a couple things. You're going to learn how the Black Friday Cyber Monday revenue engine actually works, what makes these 4 days so explosive. You're going to learn how to warm up an email and SMS list before Black Friday Cyber Monday so that way brands don't crash their deliverability. You're going to learn which segments matter most during Black Friday Cyber Monday and why smart segmentation equals more revenue. You're also going to learn what flows are mandatory for Black Friday Cyber Monday Some of those include early access, VIP, last chance, cart pushes, etc. What a winning 4-day send calendar looks like and why timing matters, how brands structure their offers, and how email and SMS supports each drop. You're going to learn the specific KPIs that determine if a brand will crush Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or if they'll flop. You're also going to learn the difference between a brand that's prepared versus one that panics. And you're going to learn the exact agency level thinking used to maximize revenue without burning through lists. And you're also going to learn why Black Friday, Cyber Monday is the biggest opportunity window for ESMA operators each and every single year. All right. So a lot of information. So make sure that you have your notebooks out. Make sure that you're taking notes. Rewind if you need to, whatever the case may be. But I would get some notes because there is a lot of high quality information in this workshop. So why is Black Friday, Cyber Monday the biggest opportunity window for us ESMA operators? Well, every brand is thinking about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but not every brand knows how to capitalize on their email and SMS list. So demand will be through the roof if you are an ESMA. Email and SMS is the number one lever that these brands own for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So you'll be able to sign clients with virtually no pushback or be able to work with more brands as they prep for this period. That's a plus. On top of that, there are other operational perks that you have during this time, like Black Friday, Cyber Monday only audits, Black Friday, Cyber Monday only setups, flows, calendars, segments, and done for you Black Friday, Cyber Monday execution. Those are just upcharges that you can charge for specifically Black Friday, Cyber Monday. That's that I'm pretty much just gave you another revenue, three more revenue streams that you can add to your agency if you have an agency. And if not, then for this time period, you can add those three revenue generating things. So just something to keep in mind. You're welcome. So the results that you gather from Black Friday, Cyber Monday are going to be greater than any other time of the year. So there's no better opportunity to start building up that client base and getting testimonials, case studies, and other metrics to help you after the holiday season. Your metrics during this time period are going to be inflated. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. They're going to be inflated from normal, but it's also a good time to get your case studies, to get your proof of concept, to get your testimonials, because the numbers are going to look better. But, you know, these metrics are incentives and shouldn't be the only reason why you should care about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, because the goal is always to help and be of service to a brand and make clear and favorable offers to the consumer. Okay, so do not just go into the market or go into this thinking that you're just going to get some easy stats and then be empty. Actually follow up, actually create good systems, etc. Because you don't want to be that kind of guy. Okay. Black Friday, Cyber Monday equals intent times urgency times volume on a warm list. This means that pre-period, 2 to 3 weeks before, I know I'm a little late, okay, but 2 to 3 weeks before, you need to be warming up campaigns to build up opens, build up clicks, and ultimately build up interest. Okay. Because hype about the product or service plus teasing the offers equals demand building. And that's the most important thing. You want to build demand around what the brand that you're working with is trying to sell, or what the brands that you're working with is trying to sell. After this, we get into the core four. Okay. The core 4 days. The core 4 days are Thursday through Sunday. During these 4 days, people expect to spend money. This means that people are tuning in to what they are seeing. So as marketers, we need to clock that, clock it, clock it, clock it, clock it, right? Clock that and start positioning our offers accordingly. That is important. People, and maybe the next slide talks about this. Yes. Okay. It also means multiple touches per day are socially acceptable. Guys, it's okay to increase your volume during these time periods because people are expecting to receive good deals, and opposite to usual customer psychology when it comes to email marketing, because usually people hate being marketed to, sold to, emailed, you know what I mean? Like, during this time, people are looking forward to it. They're looking forward to the brand, to the offer that Nike's going to give them, that Lulu's going to give them, that Home Depot's going to give them. Insert brand that's going to, give them whatever, right? So as a marketer, it's not going to be as hard as during other points in the year to market to your consumer. They're actually going to be excited to receive their offers. This is good because you can send more high converting SMS texts and offers around this time of year, which are just going to convert at a higher level. So, with this info, you may be wondering where the revenue comes from exactly. Where's the money coming from? Comes from the brand's existing list, so past buyers plus subscribers, cart browse abandonment during the rush, and last chance urgency on Sunday nights. So your job as an ESMA operator is to make sure the list is hot. This means converting as many unsubscribers into subscribers or gaining as many warm leads and maintaining them. Simple. Make sure that your timing plus volume are also engineered. Increase the volume during this time and make sure to pair it with great offers and incentives. Talk with the brand directly. Okay. Talk with the brand directly. See what offers and incentives that they are willing to run that also benefits them too. And you need to get as close to the best offer as you can. I've seen some companies go 60% off site wide. And I might talk, I think it actually talks about this more in these slides, but I've seen brands go 60% off site wide. Like that's a tough deal to beat as a consumer. So you're going to be more inclined, right? So you have to make sure that your timing, volume, and your offers are great. Make sure no high intent traffic falls through the cracks. This means that your flows need to be on point and your flow management needs to be on point. So don't just get lazy, set up one flow. You actually need to be constantly nurturing, constantly tweaking these flows. How to warm up an email and SMS list before Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So you've heard me say, oh, warm up the list, keep it hot. What do I mean by that? So 21 to 14 days out from Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I know, again, I'm late, but 21 to 14 days, you're going to send a series of feeler emails, I call it. It's going to be similar to we're cooking something big for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, right? Uh, we've got something coming for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Get ready to save on Black Friday, Cyber. Just getting them in that mode of wanting to spend with your brand. The series should be about 2 to 3 type emails with no discount. Oh, hold up. Shoot. All right. These should be, sorry, I don't know, my like Siri was bugging on my laptop. This is a very ghetto ass setup, but hey, it'll do. Okay, so sorry. 2 to 3 value hype emails, no discount. Okay. Then you're gonna want one SMS. Black Friday, Cyber Monday is coming. Text club to stay in the loop. SMS are high converting anyways. You really only need one. The type of signaling is going to warm up your email list and then get them in the right mindset to shop, pretty much. 14 to 7 days out, you're going to send out a series of poll emails similar to this. What do you want discounted? Right? Make them feel like they have a say. Oh, what do you want to see discounted? Do you want the sweatshirts, whatever, best sellers, whatever? This helps keep your email list engaged and avoid unsubscribes and promote buying behavior. Because if they feel like they actually have an input in what's being discounted, then they're going to want to see if it actually does get discounted. As well as wish list, build your bundle emails also help as well. And then hard push people to join the SMS or VIP list. This promotes higher conversion with the SMS open rate and also promotes higher spending with the VIP list promotion. The VIP list promotion, you want to get as many people on that list because that means that they are high ticket spenders with your brand. About 7 to 1 day out from Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Sense of urgency. That's important. Sense of urgency. Okay. You want to use phrases like early access, list is closing soon, only SMS and VIP get first shot at deals. You want light engagement based resends to the non openers, right? So you don't want to spam the non openers, but you want to lightly engage and lightly tell them that they're missing out on Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. But you don't want to spam, or else you're going to get them to unsubscribe, and then that hurts you and hurts your deliverability. But you want them to kind of get the message. You want them just to get the message. That's the important part. But it doesn't just stop there. I don't want to just give you a basic outline of how to warm up an email list. So I'm about to give you some crazy ball knowledge, okay, and a playbook that you can run for warming up your list. So let's get into that. Make sure that you're taking notes, okay? Because this like That might have just been an overview, but I'm about to give you an actual playbook that you can run for warming up lists. So first, you're going to target engaged segments first. This means that you're going to target people that have been active from 30 days to 60 days. This is going to get the ball rolling with people that already like your stuff. And your deliverability is going to be higher because you targeted the most active people on your list. Then you are going to slowly widen out your range to 90 and 120 days based on performance. Make sure to use soft CTAs, call to actions, vote, reply, add to wish list, click to see a sneak peek. You want to lightly engage with your 90 and 120 days. Okay, so that way you can get them back. And then you always want to avoid full list sends to dead subscribers pre Black Friday, Cyber Monday, because again, that's going to kill your deliverability if you just send to all. Because if you just send to all, then your 180 days, your whatever, they might not engage with it and they might even report it as spam. And then that hurts your deliverability. And then your Black Friday, Cyber Monday is going to flop. It's going to flop. Okay. So make sure to clean up the unsubscribe and inactive 180 plus days from the heavier sends. As for SMS, SMS is pretty bare bones for warm up. All you really need to send is 1 to 2. We've got something big for Black Friday, Cyber Monday tags, one VIP invite, reply yes for early access, invite them to your VIP, and then one reminder. Early access goes out first to SMS only. So you don't need to go like too crazy because SMS converts at a very high rate, and then you don't want people to unsubscribe from SMS. But for a warm up, 4 SMSs is definitely going to get the job done. So with that being said, which segments matter most during Black Friday, Cyber Monday? VIPs, VIP buyers that have bought in the last 30, 60, and 90 days with the highest AOV or average order value plus responsiveness. These members should get first access plus the best offers. 60% off site wide. Buy three, get two, buy two, get two, right? Like some deals like that. Engage non-buyers. These people have opened or clicked but never purchased from the brand. This type of person is ideal for a Black Friday, Cyber Monday. This is your sign messaging. Okay, because although they haven't bought, they can be easily won back. Cold but active. These people have opened an email or visited a site in 90 to 180 days, which means they should get reduced frequency plus safer offers. Okay. And then SMS only or SMS engaged. These are people who click text but rarely open email. This is extremely valuable for last chance pushes. High AOV customers as well. This means that their past orders are above a certain threshold. You'll talk with the brand to see what that threshold is, but they should be above X threshold. This essentially indicates that the brand needs to push bundles, upsells, and premium offers. Because these customers are willing to spend more, you want to push them more of your upsells. So, what flows should I run for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or what flows should I run for a brand for Black Friday, Cyber Monday? VIP early access flow. Okay, this trigger should happen when a person joins the VIP Black Friday, Cyber Monday list. The content should be to the tune of you get a first shot at deals 24 hours early, and this flow should be around 2 to 3 emails plus 1 SMS. If you couldn't tell, it's very important to be engaged with your VIP members. They are your high spenders. They are your pretty much like your think of it like Delta, right? Delta has its platinum members, I think, or whatever, and they get the platinum lodge. But what do you need to get a platinum? You need to spend a lot on your Amex in order to get that perk. Same thing here. You want to get as many people in your VIP, but you also want to prioritize your VIP list because they're going to feel special. Give them access to certain things early. Have them join the list and get more deals and better offers, right? Because they are those VIPs. Early interest flow. This flows to start the warm up and email process by pretty much getting as many people on your wait list as you can. The flow will trigger when someone signs up via Black Friday, Cyber Monday waitlist pop-up, and the content should tease the hero offer and then build urgency. So the hero offer is just whatever your hero cover shows. So whether that's best sellers, whether that's winter drop, whether that's coats, whether that's fall drop, whether that's whatever, that's what I mean. And this should build urgency. You should be pumping this on all of your socials, and it should be a pop-up on your website. That's what this looks like. So the early interest flow is pretty much just going to be blasted to everyone, where the VIP flow is just for certain members that kind of get early access and stuff. And then your main Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale flow should trigger when people clicked on the Black Friday, Cyber Monday email, but didn't actually buy from the store. The content for this email flow should be more of a reminder of a discount, should also show your best sellers, and then should answer any frequently asked questions as well in this main Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale flow. Other flows to keep in mind as you're kind of going through your flow picking process, you should shorten your cart abandonment flow for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Unlike your standard cart abandonment flow, this flow should be shorter and should be cut from 4 to 8 hours. That's usually when you would want your abandonment flow to trigger. It should be cut from 4 to 8 hours to more like 30 to 60 minutes. You want to capitalize on the increased volume, and you also want to capitalize on the people being more willing to spend. So this should trigger quick, and they should be like, oh yeah, I was shopping with you. All right, let me finish that. So to trigger this, Black Friday, Cyber Monday is a high impulse shopping time. So you need to spend, you need speed to not miss out on potential increased revenue. That is true. You also want a shortened version of your browse abandonment flow. This flow should trigger after a customer viewed the product but no cart. Lower the delay of the trigger to about 1 to 2 hours, which for browse abandonments, it should be about the same, 4 to 8 hours, maybe a little longer. And then you want to show top benefits plus social proof. This is going to remove any second thoughts about the product or the brand as a company. Other flows to keep in mind continued last chance slash deadline flows. You want to create urgency. As the time approaches, you want to put pressure on the consumer. This is going to cause them to buy your product at a higher rate. This flow should trigger near the end of the Black Friday, Cyber Monday cycle, typically on like a Saturday or a Sunday, but probably Sunday. And the content of the email should be final hours, last shot, prices go back up at midnight, just pretty much trying to force them in any way possible to last minute shop with you or create impulse buys. The next one is the promo code reminder flow. This should encourage more offers and promo code usage, which will increase your revenue. You want these people to use your offers. You want these people to use your codes. So that is just going to remind them and have them use that. This flow should trigger an email with a discount code and an urgent reminder to use the offer. The content should also include phrases like, you haven't used your code yet, here's what you're missing, etc. That's kind of how that content or copyright should sound. So what does a winning 4-day Black Friday Cyber Monday calendar actually look like? Well, on Thursday, that should be your early access slash VIP day. Should be kicked off with the first email being VIP early access is live. Get people to join the VIP list. And then follow that with an SMS, your early link. Email number 2 should be early access closing soon, VIP plus early list. Okay, so that should be your what Thursday should be or should look like as far as sending. 3 marketing segment here, 2 email segment, 1 SMS. On Friday, that's going to be your main sale launch, Black Friday. So your first email should be in the morning. Timing is important, guys. Timing's important. There have been studies done that during this time period and just in general, people are more engaged in the mornings. They're more like checking their emails in the mornings. That's when people in the work cycle check their emails. So it's important to send them one in the morning, okay? Either wake your lazy ass up or set it for in the morning, okay? Email number 1 in the morning. Black Friday is live. Send that to your engaged segments. SMS in the late morning, 11 a.m. Sale is live. Shop now. That's going straight to their phone. Email 2 in the afternoon. Resend to the non-openers, people that didn't open the first email. Apply that pressure with a new subject and a new like copy and design, of course. And then your third email for that day should be in the evening. Focus on your best sellers, your low stock items. Try and get those bought up as well. That's how your Black Friday should look. This should be the most hectic and packed day for you as an ESMA operator, okay? Because you're sending such volume in one day. Like in normal conditions, this will be sent in maybe like a week, right? And you're sending this in one day. So Saturday, that's going to be your recovery day plus recapture day. You're going to send two emails. Email one should be like a missed yesterday, right? Kind of remind them best deals are still live. They still get the discount, still get the deals. Maybe not as good of a deal, but you still getting a deal. Email two should be more of like a cart recovery or like, hey, we held these items for you. And then the SMS should be like a still thinking, your cart's waiting, direct to the point SMS. But notice how we're not going crazy on the SMS. Okay, we're only sending one per thing. Still want to keep in mind that people do unsubscribe if they're being text too much. Okay, so that's just something to keep in mind. And then your Sunday, your last chance day. On Sunday, the volume is actually going to be a little more. This is because you want to encourage those impulse buys, as mentioned earlier. Email one should be a morning, last day to save, kind of get at them early in the morning. Then you send an SMS in the afternoon. Sales end tonight. Don't miss this. And then your next email should be in the evening, final hours with a countdown. Like put a live countdown on the email. Final hours, live countdown. That's going to encourage impulse buys or people to buy more. And then you want to send one more SMS. One more, just milk that shit out, right? Just, hey, yo. Anyways, yeah, just milk that shit out, I guess. Anyways, yeah, with an SMS in the last 2 to 3 hours, prices go up at midnight. Last shout. Okay, that's how that wants to look on a Sunday, or how it should look on a Sunday. How to set up your timing. Morning, awareness. Afternoon should be the reminder, and then evening, push that urgency. People are tired, they just got out of work, maybe they just got paid. Urgency, 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 urgency. Okay, that's why you do that in the evening. This is going to equal your Black Friday, Cyber Monday success. Timing is important, and I can't stress the timing. So, how are the top brands structuring their offers during Black Friday, Cyber Monday? Well, the key is that they're positioning themselves with strong offers and are giving a little to get a lot in return, right? You got to give a little to get a lot in return. So, these businesses might, I don't know, give better discount codes than they normally would. They're giving a little, maybe they don't necessarily love to give 60%, but the amount of volume that people are going to be buying if they do like a 30 to 60% off is going to be insane. They do this by running offers like straight site-wide 30 to even 60% off everything. Site-wide plus hero offers, 25% off site-wide, 40% off best sellers. This kind of gives the consumer more choices through discounts. Hey, 25% off site-wide, then 40% off best sellers, and 30% off denim. Now the customer is going to be shopping a fuck ton because their fucking Levi's went from 100 to 70, and then their fucking jacket is now 250 instead of 500, and then everything's off site wide 25%. So now they might pick up that ring that they were looking at, or that bottle of cologne that they were looking at, and now the store has more revenue coming in because of that. They gave a little, in return they got a lot. So talk that through. If you're an ESMA operator and you're working with a brand and maybe they're hesitant on wanting to run certain offers, just remind them of that. Okay. And if you're just starting out, that could be something that you run into is brands not really wanting to give a little, but that they're gonna have to during this time because it's very worth it. More offers that you can run are like bundled offers, buy two, save 40%, or like a starter kit bundle. You can also run tiered offers, $75 plus a free gift or 150 plus a premium gift. And then VIPs can also get offers as well. They get higher discounts or first access to the dropper product. So think about it this way. You want your email and SMS to have a synergistic effect on the person you're trying to target. And yeah, this isn't really talked about, honestly. Like, email tells the story. It tells the story, it shows the products, and it stacks social proof. SMS is the short, blunt. This is like like, think of it this way. Email's your jab, right? Email's your jab, all right? You're gonna throw more of these, right? You're gonna throw more of these jabs, okay? And they're gonna hit, they're gonna hurt, right? But they're just reminding the boxer that you're there. I mean, I'm here. Then the right hook, that's your SMS, that's your knockout punch. Short, blunt, link focus, pushes urgency to the point. Most people open text messages. Bam, right hook right there, right? So short, blunt, link focus, pushes urgency and gets you direct focus clicks with higher conversion. And then your VIP flows kind of puts a nice little bow over everything and makes your loyal customers feel special, which then turns into higher average order volume and then more impulse buys off of that. So, with that being said, let's get just a little more technical. Here are the KPIs, key performance indicators, that determine if a brand will crush Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or flop. Okay. These technicals are going to be very important. So, again, this is another opportunity. Get your notebooks out, gents. Stop beating your dick. All right. I know a little longer of a video, right? But stop beating your fucking meat. Okay. And lock the fuck in. All right. Let's get a little technical here. Before Black Friday, Cyber Monday, these are going to be your warm up KPIs. Your open rate should be between 30 and 40% on engaged segments. Your click rate should be between 3 and 8%, maybe a little more, but 3 to 8%. Your spam rate should be under 0.2%. I mean, if you have a higher spam rate than that, damn, you got to clean that shit up. Okay. SMS delivery should be about 98 to 99. Uh, Maybe you can dip below like a 96, but you want it to be 98 to 99. If these are trash, you need to fix these before Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Okay. Which, yeah, enough said. But if these are all terrible, then yeah, you got to clean that shit up, bro. But those are just important metrics to keep in mind beforehand. Then we can move on to the during Black Friday, Cyber Monday performance KPIs. You're going to look at your revenue from email specifically. Klaviyo gives you this data. So the revenue that you generate from email, you want to know that. Obviously, that's important. Revenue from the flows versus campaigns, that's important. Revenue per recipient or revenue per send, that's important. SMS revenue and click-through rate, that's also important. Average order volume versus non Black Friday, Cyber Monday periods. I get it if you're just starting out, you don't really have these metrics. So just in these next few months, keep track of those metrics and then compare. But if you have past experience, you want to compare your average order volume during these two periods. So that way you can improve it and then be better next year and then be better the year after that, right? And then it just keeps going on like this. And then you want to check your deliverability metrics. So like your spam rate, domain health, open rate, and inbox rate. So that's important too. Now that you've sat through most of this workshop, I know that you're serious. Okay. You've listened to me yap this whole time, drop some good information, but you listened to me yap. So I know that you're serious. And just by simply showing up and watching through, you've already separated yourself from the 99% of people that are missing out on the information being provided, who are either just simply not going to take action or just not listen to the words I'm saying. And by watching this workshop, you are starting to think like a real business owner and not just like a run-of-the-mill freelancer or not like a half-asser, even worse. You are thinking like a real agency owner and real business owner. So, with your newfound skills, I'm going to test you a little bit. I see if you were listening, see if you were tuning in. So, I want to point out which brand do you guys think watching the video, which brand do you think looks more prepared for Black Friday, Cyber Monday? Let's go. Here's brand A. Has a warm-up plan 2 to 3 weeks out, has segments already built, has all key flows live and tested, has a clear 4-day send calendar, has offers decided early, and then checks KPIs daily and adjusts lightly. Sounds pretty good, or what do you guys think? What do you guys think? How is brand A looking? All right. Let's go to brand B. Brand B, email list hasn't heard from them in months, tries to wake everyone up on Black Friday instead of doing all the warm-up stuff. No segmentation, just one giant, hey, I'm just sending it to everybody on my list. Little to no automation, last minute offer changes, deliverability tanks, opens die, and then spam complaints spike because he, he sent it to all. So people, that didn't want to see it are now striking it as spam. How does brand B sound? Give you a couple minutes. Obviously, brand A takes the cake, right? If you guess brand B, then god damn, man. I mean, maybe third grade might be for you. I don't fucking know. Anyways, obviously brand A takes the cake. But unfortunately, it may not be that simple and easy to spot whether a brand is prepared or not when you actually test this in real life, or which metrics are tanking your deliverability, or which flows are underperforming and which ones are winners, etc. Which is why you need to take action beyond this video and make sure that as an ESMA operator, you are knowledgeable enough and mentally disciplined enough to take control of any given situation and have an answer for it. That's why I'm here to help you, though. It's all good. Because if you're not there, I'm going to get you there. Okay. And that's why I'm here to help you. If you click on the top link in the description box down below and join the Discord, I'm going to be dropping resources, documents, call sheets, just stuff to help you guys, right? In fact, I'm going to be dropping this exact slideshow in there. I know that you have the recording, but if you want like a physical, or well, I guess physical digital copy of this, then go join the Discord. It's going to be in the Discord. You'll be able to do this side by side, maybe while you're working on flows. Oh, did he say 30 to 40%? Right? Go back to the slide. And now you got a side by side. But I'm also going to be dropping other resources, little templates, winning email documents, call sheets that me and my team use, right? You're going to be getting all of that inside of the Discord. So make sure that that you join that and click the link in the description, as well as just meet like-minded people, right? If you are if you're struggling to find people, because here's the issue that I always had. In my hometown, in the area that I grew up, nobody was interested in this kind of stuff. I was alone. So I had nobody. I had to forge this shit myself. I had to learn this shit myself. And there's already limited content on the internet about ESMA. So it was just that much harder for me. But I know that if I had like-minded people, I would have been able to build much, much faster. And you might be feeling the same way. So joining Discords and just like call groups or things like this is going to help your journey this much more. Fuck it. This much more. Nigga, this much more, right? You know what I'm saying? Like just having those like-minded people that you can talk to, network with, and connect with, and also people that help you along the way. It's just going to grow you exponentially. So make sure that you join the Discord if you are interested in not only just the resources and documents and just like the stuff that you gain from being in it, but also just like meeting people just like you inside of the Discord. And the best part is that it's all completely free, right? Right? Yeah. I know you heard it. Free to join. There's no strings attached. I don't sell anything, okay? So there is absolutely no strings attached to joining the Discord. There's no paywall, there's no anything. It's completely free to join. You're gonna meet people that are just like you, that want to learn just like you, and I'm gonna be dropping resources in there to help you guys along your journey for free, right? For free. But that's not all. That's not all, right? That's not all. I'm also dropping a 100% free YouTube Academy on ESMA and how to start, run, and scale an ESMA agency, all for free here on YouTube. Yes, sir. I am sick and tired of there being no content about ESMA on YouTube, bro. I am sick and tired of it. So I'm here to change that. I am going to be dropping this YouTube Academy and slowly starting to build it out. And yeah, and the best part about that is that I've already released the first video right now. Right now. Again, you can go check that out. So in the link in the description. It's going to be in the link in the description. Okay, you can go check it out. It's the first episode of the Academy. And yeah, so not only is it a perfect time to start a business, but it's also the perfect time to start an ESMA agency and to take action. Please, I cannot stress this enough, to take action to change the trajectory of your life. And by the way, we're on slide 6, 7. We're on slide 6, 7. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's fucking go. I'm fired up, bro. I'm fired the fuck up, bro. All right, sorry. Anyways, but yeah, no, slide 6, 7, right? Funny. So if you want to take those first steps, go down to the description box below and click the link to the free YouTube Academy. It will be down there below, okay? The first video is pretty much just about mindset and more information about the business model, which is perfect because if you're just starting out or if you're wanting to take action, it's perfect to get your mind right and to understand just like the sacrifices and things that you'll have to do to be successful with ESMA, to be successful with any business model. Okay. So completely free. Again, you can go to the description box below. It'll be right there waiting for you. If you want to take action, watch the free YouTube Academy as it builds on. Join the Discord to meet like-minded people. It's all 100% free. It costs you nothing, and you're getting a lot of value in return. Other than that, I've given you all that you need to absolutely dominate this year's Black Friday Cyber Monday. The choice is ultimately yours to take action. I've done my part. I've done what I can do to prepare you for Black Friday Cyber Monday. So it's up to you to take action. Okay. Maybe you're at a point in your life where life's been kicking you down. You haven't really got a win in a while. Maybe you don't know your direction in life. I hope this video kind of helps you, right? We're on slide 69 as well. What the fuck? Word, right? But no, I just hope that this helps you to take action because you need to take action. If you want to change the rest of your life, if you genuinely want to finally become the person you were meant to be, then it's time to take action. Okay? And with that being said, this was the Black Friday Cyber Monday workshop. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the official 2025 guide to ESMA and how you can dominate in the market. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, the resources to help you will be down in the description box below. Comment if any of this helped you at all. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.